Hey everyone, welcome to another stream. I hope you're doing well. I hope your weekend is going absolutely fantastic. This is going to be a very casual stream. Might not be coding quite a lot. I'm just going to fix my Kindle, hopefully, and I can also answer questions about my recent trip to Singapore for the Google Developers, Creators, and Online Community Summit, if I remember it correctly. But yeah, just here to chat, just here to fix the LCD, hopefully without breaking anything, and then we'll take it from there. How do I say mark this unread? Mark unread. Okay, so I can get back to it later on. How are you doing? How's everyone doing? I'm gonna go right into the fixing stuff, and we can obviously chat. So you'll see your messages right there, and you can ask any sort of questions as well while I do this. So far I've only removed one single screw, and this is how it looks like at the moment. If you look closely, it's, it's broken. As you can see, it doesn't really, it shows a bunch of lines right here. You can also see it right here as well. Like it's not beautiful at the moment. So yeah, I'm gonna change the LCD, and also following the YouTube tutorial that I was looking at. So I'm glad YouTube has a lot of things that we can see and fix. So Manatya, doing great. How's your weekend going? Awesome. I just came back from my from the Google Developer Summit for the online communities and creators. So a bit still jet lagged. I landed today in the afternoon about 1:30 or something. So yeah, but I slept quite well during the flights, so I'm still charged a bit. But the weekend is going good. My kid has gone to sleep, and I'll fix this, chat with you, then I'll also go to sleep. How was the summit? Ooh, the summit was amazing. It was really, really good. I met a lot of good people. Also was able to give some copies of my new book, the Angular Cookbook Second Edition, to some of the people who requested. Some of the community leaders, basically. But more specifically, I met a lot of good people. That was amazing because you see a lot of people online, but you don't really know them as well unless you actually meet those people, right? So for me, it was really good to just meet everyone, have a chat. I mean, I connected with a lot of people on a professional level just by sharing, like, what are we doing, having some interesting discussions about our approaches to communities, and how do we create content, how do we strategize stuff. But then also a lot of discussions were on a personal level as well. So I got to connect with a lot of people. I got to know how many kids they have, how do the balance work versus life. So it was a really, really interesting discussion overall. So yeah, the summit was pretty nice, and Singapore in general is pretty nice as well. So it was good going from Sweden, which is very, 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 very cold, if you don't know, to Singapore, which is really, really green. It was nice. It was really nice. I think I'm very fortunate to be able to do that. Mr. Med, Asan, why do we have to upgrade our version of Angular instead of working with an older version that we are more comfortable with? That's a good question. Usually, there are performance optimizations when the new version comes in. So it might improve a lot of things like your development experience with Angular. For example, when you change something in the code, it might take lesser time to refresh the web page compared to if you have an old version, because a lot of things come when there's a new version of Angular. It's not just the framework itself, but it's also the tooling around it. So faster build times, there could be caching involved, there could be more features like server-side rendering was recently introduced in Angular version 17. Similarly, for example, signal-based inputs, if you want to use them, but signal based inputs are not ready, but I have a video in my channel to explain what those are. But still, like, those things, like new features which improve the performance significantly and might also be fixing some bugs from before. So you get to get new approaches, you get to get faster implementation of different things that improve your overall performance. And especially if you are working with an enterprise application, I think when you migrate to a newer version, specifically like 2 to 3 versions, major versions, um, it really shows the performance gains when you do that. So I understand enterprises take a lot of time to upgrade the versions, but I think if planned better, then it really benefits overall. So updating or keeping up to date with the latest versions is recommended for performance gains. But if you don't really think that you have the user who would care for performance, or you don't care about the performance in general or the fixes, and you're absolutely happy, you have no reason to upgrade at all, not even faster development builds or better development experience, because it comes with a lot of things, including developer experience, including build to the tooling, including more features, including migration scripts, a lot of things. If you're not interested in them at all, you don't need to upgrade. So I hope that makes sense. I'm also watching the tutorial, so I'm gonna be watching the tutorial. Plus, I'm also going to be, uh, yeah, fixing the server.
Aluminium spacers, and they will do well as the silver screws. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 that hold.
Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. No, which ones did he mention?
Chrome silver screws. So that's 1, 2, 3. Chrome silver screws.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Okay, so I have to remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So all of these need to go away. But feel free to ask questions in the meantime while I'm doing this. As I mentioned, today we are not really doing anything specific with coding, so I just wanted to have a chat while I hopefully fix this without breaking anything else. Okay, let's move this here towards the side. So I need to remove six screws. And we got a lot of learnings from the summit as well, in terms of community building, in terms of do's and don'ts. A lot of great speakers were there to share their knowledge as well. And I got to realize a couple of things as well that I'm going to be following as well, sort of planning the content, etc., etc. So it's going to be interesting. Okay, so this is the third one. Let's get this guy removed. So 1, 2, 3. That's the fourth one. Let's remove that as well. That's the fifth one. But which version do you work with, Mr. Med, at the moment? What version of Angular are you using? That's the fifth one. That has to be the sixth one. Okay, this one, it feels like I have to flip to take it out. Or can I take it out like this? Yeah, I can. All right, 6 screws gone. Let's see. What does it say next?
5 and 6. As well as the silver screws, there are 11 of these little grey or black screws. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11.
So I have to remove all the 11 screws as well. That doesn't sound easy. We'll see. So which one was? Okay, so let's see.
7, 8, 2 grey or black screws. So that's 1, 2.
Okay, let's start with these ones. Is 1, 2, 3. The black ones. So that's 1. Should have brought more containers, but I think I can manage. Let's see, maybe put it in here, but we can go to the side. Let's put them right here. So we got this one. You're using 17. Okay, that's good. Yeah, but I know that for the enterprises it becomes very hard and challenging to get such things approved, because and I think also it makes sense, because if there's no business value, then it doesn't make sense. But if you have business value in actually upgrading, then I think we should be doing this. And one of the things that I really like about Angular is that you know exactly when the updates are coming. And I think after I'm pretty sure after v14 it has been all the updates have been very smooth. So
2, 3.
One is right. This one I just took out. So I now how many do I have? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I don't have the fourth one here already. That's weird. Okay. So it might have been already repaired
4.
once. So 5 is this one. Okay. And then this is 6th. I have no clue what I am doing, but we will hopefully see everything working. This was the smallest one, right? But I do want to see if I can get more depth or not, because I have another one as well. So I have now 2 of those. I'm not sure if I can zoom in. Yeah, no, it doesn't. I think it likes much more the other stuff behind. But yeah, I can try the other one if it works exactly the same. So let's put this aside.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, so I took out the 6th. This is the 7th. No, I think the yellow one is the right one, because it also has some it doesn't have too much depth, but it has the right angle. Okay, so let's took out the 6th, 7th, 8th, I also should have had the I don't think I have a tweezer or something that I can use for picking stuff up. Okay, then which one? Matt says, alright, I got it, thanks. And what do you think about PrimeNG? I'm not great at design, so for my practice projects, I need a component library. What's the best one in European? I think there's no best one. I really like Angular Material. I also like Daisy UI because I really like Tailwind CSS. So I think when it comes to being a web designer, is specifically, I'm not a good designer, or I'm not a designer at all. But I think when it comes to component libraries, the component libraries still give you, for example, buttons, but they don't give you the layout of the pages, which is much more important, or essentially the UI UX. They don't really give you that. So for my personal projects, I would probably look into some open source Figma designs for inspiration of how the pages should look. But then for component libraries, these days my favorite is Daisy UI. Even though I haven't used it a lot, but I've used it enough. So still, I think when it comes to implementations or custom implementation, I go for Angular Material. But when it comes to Tailwind CSS based library, usually I would recommend using Daisy UI in that case, because it felt really nice overall. So I think it's a good one to use.
9.
Oh, there's one down below as well. Oh yeah, that one. We missed this one. So 9. Okay. That's the 9th one, and this is the 10th one. And he said 11, so then we should have just one more. So that's 10. And then we got one right here. So 11. There we go. Okay. Shahjahan sir, assalamu alaikum. How's the life going? Alhamdulillah, it's good. I'm a bit jet lagged, but overall I think it's good. I traveled from Singapore to Sweden, so it was about 17, I think 17 or 18 hours. So a flight of 7 hours, or 7.5 hours, or no, 8 hours, then 3 hours or 2 to 3 hours of delay, and then we had 7 hours more. So I just came back to Sweden this afternoon at about 1:30 or something. Is Daisy UI compatible with Angular? Not really. Daisy UI is essentially just HTML and CSS. I think they have a bit of JavaScript as well. No, they don't have a JavaScript implementation. I think they just have. Oh, that's a good question. Maybe I can double check. The most popular component library for Tailwind CSS, C components. Components. For example, I know dropdown. I can see JSX in there, but I don't. Yeah, I see that you can use normal JavaScript with this, but if you want your own Angular stuff, then you can basically just go and, for example, here you can see Daisy UI has this modal, but on click, then you're calling your own functions like show modal, blah blah blah. So these elements can start with that, opening a modal, something like this. So it's a nice one, but it has basic JavaScript included, or you can work with JavaScript, but you can also create your own Angular based directives or components, but you can do that. How did the screen die? This Kindle is really small, so I usually kept it in my jacket, or a pocket in my jacket, and I don't know what added a lot of pressure to the screen, so it got broke in that case. So if I look at the screen right now, you can see that there are these lines, and then it's showing something, showing or not really showing something. Wait, come back. So here you see this line going on, and then everything. Yeah. So that's what happened, unfortunately. Sad. No problem.
10 and 11. So let's get those removed. Just before we go ahead and remove the frame, I'm just going to test the new screen. So if we remove the old screen cable.
Okay, so we can also remove then the old screen cable. Okay, so this was the connector of the LED. We can bring in the new one, which is this one. And fun fact is that this costed me more than the actual Kindle. I think I bought this one for about 20. No, I think $9, $9 or $10, as far as I remember, or maximum $20. And this one got shipped for $30. So this screen is more expensive than this one, than the whole thingy. Did I also have to remove this one? No, not really. I think that's a speaker or something. Well, let's get this one out and see. Matt says, okay, thanks a lot for your answer. No problem at all. Also, I have a question. I was using your focus Zora, but I didn't figure out how do you get the widget of it. Aha, I can show you. So the widget is first of all, you have to log in. Without login, I don't think it works, as far as I remember. Let's see. Yeah, so when you log in, you can see this feature called shared beta. And what you need to do then is just click share, and then you can click share, and then you'll get a link. When you copy this link and when you open it into another tab, this will be now synced. So this will just show this. So since this is a URL, you can use this in as a browser source anywhere. So you can, create a new tab, just put it on your screen somewhere, and now that would be the shared widget. So for example, if I right now change this to break and go to the other app, you automatically see this is changed to the break. If I go back here and say focus, this is already changed with that. So if you start a timer, for example, right now, you'll also see that the timer also is running here as well, as you can see. And then if you pause this, it's going to be paused on the other side as well. So you need to log in and then click the share. And again, this is still in beta, so it's not perfect so far. I hope that helps. Okay, so what do we do next? Okay, yeah, so we need to take out the LED. Let's put the mouse towards the other side. Let's also get this guy in. So we have a brand new LED, which has Charlotte Bronte. I don't know, but it already has something that shows there. So one, I don't think I've turned on the drop one, so I don't think that would work. Well, let's see. So, and the screen is made up of glass, so we need to be very, very careful with this. Let's see. And I think we also would have to bring in the battery once we connect with this. Okay, so we have removed this as a connector. We can add this here. Okay, so since there's no battery, it still shows that. Let's see if I can remove the chopper. Okay, let's see. Bismillah. Am I doing it correctly? I hope so. Okay, let's see if this says anything else. Okay, so I can see that the battery is there. If I press this, does it open? No. Slide and release to wake up. Not really sure if I have to connect or charge it all. Let's see what the guy in the video says.
There, and put this one in its place, and temporarily just put the battery in. So obviously this battery isn't charged, but it shows that the screen is working, which is the main thing. Having removed the screws, we can now remove the main motherboard.
Okay, so I did not really see the battery to change this at all. I don't know if I charge it, maybe it shows something, but it's a long shot, I think. Let's try to slowly see if this shows anything in the charging slot. So if I charge this, I think it should work anyways, but we'll see. Shahjan says, got it. What about floating one, the one that you see in the stream, that one in the bottom left? That so I'm using a software, and that software requires us to or that software has an option to use something as a browser source, so I can actually add any website using that. So what I do is I say add a new browser source, I copy the URL, I paste it inside that, and then that just shows that widget, or that the same URL. So the widget is the same URL as you saw, if that makes sense. So for example, if I wanted, I could copy this whole YouTube video as well, and I could have added that as a browser source. So here, what you see right there at the end is exactly same as this right here. So it's the same thing. So if I change, for example, this to refresh, go to break, and this, and I think this one is a different URL than the other one. The other one should be this guy. If I go there, focus Doro, and then if I click share, this is the URL that I'm using right now. So if I open this into a new one, so you see right now here, if I change this to break, you see that the widget changes as well, but here the break changes as well. So if I start the break, so you can see the timer here and here and there, they all are in sync. So this URL can be added as an overlay inside the software that I'm using. So you can do it with multiple softwares. So I hope that makes sense. When I stop this, reset, ding, and this doesn't work with the reset. We'll have to fix that as well. Okay, there we go. Let's go back. All right, so let's see if I can turn this on, because I think it should still say charging low or something like that. Okay, so I need to charge the battery, and then I also need to change the screen. I'm not really sure if I can check this without. We'll see. We'll see. For now, I'll just remove this, and then we'll change that later on. I'll put this on the side. Osama Tisham says, bro, kindly make a full course on React. I know there's a ton of video on React, just but you have a special skill for delivery something. Inshallah, that is a plan for 2024. I'm not sure when, because I just finished working on the book, so I need a bit of a break. So I don't plan to create anything soon, but hopefully I will, inshallah. Okay, so let's try to get the motherboard out. I don't know if I can get the, I mean, I can get this out first. So we have I'm assuming I've taken care of all the everything, but I'm not sure if the buttons would cause an issue, to be honest. How did the guy take it out? Show me the video.
This is held in by a couple of little clips, so just need to persuade that out.
Ah, okay.
We can put that.
So he just snapped them pretty nicely. Okay, so I think okay, so there we go. Okay, not too bad. So this is how it looks. The Kindle, that's the main thing, the juice right here. Interesting, super interesting. Let's put that on the side. Oh, so look at this. This is what happened with the Kindle. Do you see the crack? So this is where it cracked, and then that shows like the whole weird thingy. So that's sad. I'm not sure if it shows it nicely, but maybe it shows it here. You see the crack? That's a crack. So right here. And since this is glass, we also need to be a bit careful. Okay, there we go. I think we can just push it like this. Okay, let's see. The ones at the bottom can be snapped like this. Okay, so this is taken care of now. Okay, not too bad. Gulchair says, what are your thoughts on that I should go with Python or Golang for scripting and cybersecurity? I don't have any good experience with cybersecurity, to be honest. But I think Python is a good choice for a lot of things. So you can work with cybersecurity. You can also go in data science or machine learning, etc., etc. So I think Python is a really good choice. So definitely, I think Python. But I don't know if someone disagrees with me. Please let us know in the chat. Okay, so we got this one out. I think now it's much more visible on where the crack was. It was right here, and that basically destroyed the whole screen. And this one on the other hand is pretty clean. I don't think I see any issues there, so I think this should be okay. All right, Mr. YouTube guy, what happens next?
That to one side, and we can with this to again, and it's tape on it, and we can do that now that we've tested the screen. We know it's good.
I don't know if the screen is good, but I think it should be good. Okay.
Now to put the main system.
Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to peel. We need to peel there is a thin film right over this, so we need to peel that guy. I think because there's a double-sided tape or something. So this goes away. Put that on the side. We can put this just like, I think I also want to clean this a bit as well. In 1 second. Okay, let's also clean this a bit. All right, let's put this back. Hope it's a good fit. Okay, so let's put that in. Right. Is this correct, or let's see? Am I tripping? Okay. So I think this should be good. And the other one also had the same thing, if I am correct. Yeah. So there is. Okay. I was a bit skeptical, but I think that is it. There should be a tape somehow, but I think it's good enough. Okay. But I don't have the glue. What did this guy do?
Now to put the main system board back.
Okay, so he did not really do anything. So let's just push softly without causing any much trouble. Just right there. Then let's put keyboard bag. Let's also do a bit of cleaning with the keyboard as well. We get rid of this guy. Okay, so let's put this back. That is not correct. This is much more better. Gulchair says, yeah, I asked a lot of friends that I asked a lot of my friends as well as that you should go with Python because it's multi-purpose. Golang has specific libraries for cybersecurity. Too confusing. Try them both out. That's what I usually say. Try them both out. If you feel like Golang is the one for you, then just go with that. Don't. I mean, take advice from everyone, but do the decision or make the decision based on your own experience and your own understanding. So try both, and then see if Golang has more libraries. Then just go with that. That's fine.
The best idea is to get the socket end in first.
Okay, so now that we have these done, let's quickly wait. Sit tight. Sit tight. I'm not really confident if this is gonna sit tight, but we'll see. So then the idea is you need to put this back nicely with the socket coming in first. So yeah, just like that. Seems good. Yeah, everything seems to be aligned. Let's put that in. Okay, I can see that all the things are put properly into their sockets, and I can also see that this is aligned with the with the screws as well. So I think we're good.
It just clips in place, and then there are a couple of little locating lugs, and it will all go back into place. We can flip over the new screen connection, click that in.
Okay.
So just before replacing the rest of the screws, let's just do another check. You can see it going through its reboot cycle.
This is interesting. So I see that this right here.
So we can see that it's working now. So we've rejuvenated it. It has another lease of life. I'll just put the screws back in, okay, and we can return it to the owner.
Good. Okay, so the person was actually fixing it for someone else, and we are fixing it for ourselves. Okay, so this is connected, and I think we're good. I don't have the charged battery, but this is how it looks in the front at least. So I think we're good. Once we put the screws back, this should not be as loose. We'll see then. My microphone voice is low. I think that's because I don't have it too close to me. Maybe that's why. Is it better now? Good shit. Is it better now? And also this microphone is a bit what do you call it, the unidirectional, so if I'm not directly speaking in it, it's not going to be nice. I think it should be better now. Okay, so now now we just put things in place. Let's do that. So we'll start with this guy. We'll start from where we actually put everything, or started removing the screws. So let's start from there. It's very I think these are the probably the smallest screws I've ever opened, considering I've not done this at all or a lot in my life. Wait, go back. Okay. The screw just doesn't being magnetic, it's just running around. Come on, we have 11 of them to go through. Sit tight. Da, da, da. All right, there we go. Yay! First one is done. Let's pick the second one. I think the first one is always the difficult one. But one of the things that I've decided or looked at after my after the summit is how I create content and what kind of content I'm creating. So I plan to do a lot of plannings and also sort of separate out the content into different places where they belong. Because right now, for example, the web development basics course is it's on the same channel, which is I mean the videos are completely in Urdu/Hindi. Then we have other videos which are in English, so that makes it even more confusing. And then I also had 2 podcast episodes. I'm gonna change the battery of the camera. Give me 1 second. Then I had 2 episodes of a podcast, and I put those in the same as well. So I'm gonna change that, and I'm going to remove and keep things that are relative, and will ignore things that are not. That's the plan. So we'll see then how that goes basically. But at least that is the plan for now. Okay, put this guy in. Okay, just making sure everything still looks good. Yes, it does. Okay. So it might be that I don't post a lot in the coming days because I want to just sit and see what the direction of the channel should be, how consistently I can basically create the content, etc., etc. So yeah, but I think 2024 is going to be an amazing year for our community, inshallah. And there we go. So we have got 1, 2, 3, 4 of them because we missed. There was one missing already, but we still are good. Da, da, da. Okay, let's put that one in. So that was the sixth one out of 11. It's gonna be the 7th one, and then we have the 8th one just below that as well. So we'll see. There we go. 7. Did we miss one or what happened? Oh, wait a second. I'm gonna double check if I have missed one. This is or added one
or anything, and they were green. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 2 remaining. 10. Okay, yeah, I think we're good. I miscalculated. So let's put this one in. Let's screw this one real nicely. Just make sure everything looks good. Yeah, since I've lost one screen, I'm a bit more cautious. And then is everything good still? Yeah, Then which one was it? I think it was this one and then that one. So let's put this guy in. I see two different ones. I don't know which one is it. Let's see. Okay, at the corner. Okay, at the corner. So it's right here on the corner. Go in. That doesn't seem to work. Why is that? Is everything else aligned? Yes, it is. Then if I press it down, okay, now it worked. And that's the final gray one. Should be right here. Go back. Go back. And should be fine. And there we go. So 11 gray ones are done. Which ones were the 6?
There are 2 little aluminium and as well, so put those to one side. Lose them. Now to change, you need to remove. There are 6 of these chrome silver screws. So
hey, that's one. Hey, Michael, how's it going? Is it Mihail or Michael? How do you pronounce it?
2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so let us start with the 6th one up top, which is actually this one. So this one goes first. I'm gonna go in the reverse order. This one was also the trickiest one to get out. Okay. Sanity check. Everything looks good. Yes, it does. And then we had the other one. Okay, this goes right here. Wait, not there. Not there again. The magnet of the speaker is just attracting everything, just like my code attracts the bugs. There we go. Second one is gone. Then we got the third, fourth, fifth, and then 6th. That's the third one. Wait, come out. There. Okay, that's more like it. Let's add quickly. Okay, so that's one. We also have one right there. I think we do. And then we had, let's see, one here and one here. Okay, so 3 should be remaining. Yeah. Okay. So let's put this little guy right here. Michael, like the English version is fine. Okay, awesome. How's it going, Michael? Where are you from? Have we chatted before? One of the things that I also learned in the online developers and creators community is yeah, it's a totally different ball game when you actually meet someone in person compared to just looking at their faces online. And I mean, I faced that when I realized that once before as well, when I went to Pakistan and I met the community in my city. So that was super nice. you actually see that the the likes and the numbers are just not numbers, they're real people who you can meet, chat with. Everyone has their own story. It's really fun to see all of that. That also happened in the good. I'm right now in Stockholm. Awesome. Where in Stockholm? Because I'm also in Stockholm. Wait, this doesn't seem to be working. Why? I think we should have a. We will meet next month. Where? Have we discussed anything together? Am I forgetful? That I am. Da, 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 da. Okay, let's see. So this one. Ah, okay. So I need to maybe press this a bit because it wasn't going in at all. Da, da, da. Okay. Ah, now it's good. So I'm trying to not push too much. I broke in one before. Don't want to break it again, and it took also a lot of time to come back. Okay, so these are done. The 6 ones are done. I only have two remaining, and that is just the battery. So let's put the battery. Where's the battery? Here's the battery. Oh, damn. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Now I think I have a good idea. That okay. Interesting. I'm not sure if this is the best first impression I would want in that case. You watching me fixing my Kindle. I'm not too sure about that, Michael. But okay. All right, let's put. So we have two aluminum sort of bolts covers right there for the battery, and then we can put the battery in. So I think if this works, then I might have fixed the problem in $30 instead of paying 100 or more, because yeah, I was thinking I might get a new Kindle, but I don't think now that I will. Okay, so looking at the battery right now, I think the screen should also be working. So this is black. I don't know if that's good, but I think that means something. Uh, 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 uh. Okay, I'll keep it like this so I can put the battery and everything as well. It's not the first one. I was watching some videos. Okay, awesome. That's good. It's good to know. Yeah, one of the things that I also need to now do, and I mentioned this already in the stream, is I'll plan the videos better, because I think it has been mostly, hey, you get some idea, you put the video in, a lot of people asking for this versus that, and then the whole channel becomes like something that's not really useful for a lot of people. And the problem with that is, even though the content is free, I would love to see a lot of people benefiting from it. And if putting everything in the YouTube channel makes the whole channel lose in the war of algorithms, then I think it's a bad. Oh, there we go. There we go. We have fixed it. Yay! Let's go. Do we have the audio here? Sound. Let's go. All right. So, shh. Okay. So I'm just gonna put this, and I think I'm really happy, so I can read my books back on my Kindle. I think the first thing that I want to do now is to spend more money. Ha ha ha. again on the on getting a cover for this, because I basically broke it in my jacket's pocket, and I think something basically put pressure on it. So let's see. Do I have my books there? Please give me my books. Hey, let's go. So the keyboard seems to be working fine. The screen also seems to be fine as well. Okay. Okay, and this is where I was the last time. Cool. So everything works. Good, good, good. We can put everything back, and I think I'm gonna order the cover today. I saw something inside my Kindle's cover. It doesn't seem clean. But yeah, I'm gonna order a cover for sure, so I don't have to face the same problem again, and I don't have to buy a new Kindle again, unless my wife gives it to me. We'll see. But there's some time in it, so I might as well use this and maybe then break it right before my birthday. I hope no one hears this. Michael says, just get a hardcover for your Kindle. I have one with hardcover and a flap to open up the front, like some old people have for phones. Old people, come on. Yeah, I mean, I know what you mean. Definitely, I think I'm gonna get one with the flap cover as well. I saw today even that someone in the flight had a very small. I'm not sure if it was Kindle or if it was something else, but yeah, an e-reader. And I find this really really convenient compared to just carrying a lot of books. And I understand the books have their own like sort of feel that you want to have, but yeah, I think Kindle is a lot or e-readers are much more convenient. And I'm also going to be getting my own book in that is the Kindle version, because I haven't even downloaded it yet. So I will do that and see how it looks on the Kindle, and we'll share the pictures as well, of course. Okay, so snap this one in, snap it here, snap it. Hey, don't go anywhere. So let's quickly do a slide switch. Thank you. Okay, we could also have just had this shut off, but as you know, I'm a complete noob, so I will make mistakes. Right, so pop it in. Go in. Thank you. All good. Okay, all good. It's like all those pop sounds are making my heart beat even faster. Go in. I think it should be safe here because the keyboard is here and not any screen part, I assume. Da, da, da. This one is not going in. No. What happened to you? Is it because I should be able to open it later on, or what? Okay, let's see. No, there's something that should pop this in. Okay, so the last one is remaining. It's not going in for some reason. Okay, I'll leave it as it is, or try to fix it later on. Let's try this on. Alrighty, there we go. Let's try to go to home. Let's try to navigate. Okay, awesome, looks good. So I think I'm just gonna put this to charge, And let's also try to see if this completely goes off as well. There we go. So completely goes off, and we can now charge it as well. Awesome. There you go. You can see the light turning as well. Tips hard plastic. It's like no. I would have done that. I don't think I have a hard plastic. I would love to see if I have some. When I used to play guitar, I had some guitar picks. I think that would have been really handy, but it doesn't seem like now. Now I would not find them because I don't own a guitar anymore. But cool. I think we're done. We'll just let this guy charge, and from Monday or whenever I'll start to read. I think I'll have something to read. And then this is the old one, and you can see it got cracked from this corner with a bit of a pressure. But do you have any recommendation for where to get this the flap from? Would you just say I should get it from Amazon? I think the cheap ones are still on Amazon, but I'm not sure. We'll see. But at least this operation has been successful. For the USB connector to make AliExpress. Okay, interesting. So would you say so with the magnetic cable, do you mean that because then I would have to put I would have to keep this the connector always in the Kindle, right? And then we're supposed to just use the cable's magnet just to connect with that, or am I not getting it right? Because I've seen those at least those ones, but the connector then always has to be in the Kindle, I assume. Okay, got you. Okay, I'll see if Webholin or Shell and Company has it. Otherwise, yeah, as you said, maybe AliExpress or Amazon for that matter. Oh, but awesome. Cool. I think that was it. We wanted to have, or I wanted to have a sweet little chat while we fix all of this. I don't have anything more for now, because if I start something, then I'm pretty sure I'm gonna just go pretty deep in that, and then I'll spend the 3 or 4 hours more to just complete that. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna rather go and sleep and wake up early, and then I'll spend some time into planning for the channel as well, and the content that's coming in. I also have some plans for the courses on the site as well, and also the newsletter as well, but we'll look into that when the time comes. And there's also a bunch of drama going on in the Angular world as well. I haven't caught up because I was more focused on the event that I went to. So we'll see how that goes. Michael says yes, because what usually breaks is the connection inside because of filling in when. Okay. Yeah. That's a good idea. I think then the next two things that I have on my list is essentially this. We have the cable, and then we also have the cover. The cover absolutely has to be there. No compromises whatsoever. But awesome. Thank you so much for joining, Michael, and everyone else who joined as well before as well. Have a rest of your weekend as a great weekend, and take care of yourself, stay healthy, and as always, happy coding. I'm going to see you when I see you. Take care. Have fun.